Shelton Harrison. There'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, folks, kind of late with this one. Hey, you know, that's just the way that is. Coach be working hard. Okay, folks, listen, man, this fight pretty much, man, it honestly went the way I thought it would go. I actually thought that Julianna Lima would win, but, you know, and also Julianna Lima was like, I don't know, like, I guess a negative plus 250 to win or negative 250 to win. I don't know. I'm not an odds maker, but she was favored to win by all the odds makers. But for some reason, these clowns announcing the fight just had J.J. Aldrich all on the breath. I mean, folks, that's just the way that is. These folks had J.J. Aldrich all on the breath. And it's like they couldn't keep J.J. Aldrich's name, out of their mouth. You can clearly see who they were going for, man. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Yeah, I understand you want to talk about the young and up-and-coming talent. I understand that. I get it. But, man, it got to the point where the commentating was so bad in this fight that I actually turned down my volume. I turned down the volume because Julianna Lima did some good work. This was ass-whooping 101. J.J. Aldrich, much respect to her, but she got her ass whooped in that octagon. She got the hell beat out of her, y'all, and that's just the way that is. Let me go ahead and break this thing down, man. Listen, in round one, man, Lima did a good job of keeping the distance from J.J. Aldrich. And J.J. has a pretty strong left hand. Her left hand is very good. And Lima, to my surprise, I don't see a lot of MMA fighters do this. You know, you see very few. But Lima was circling away from the power hand. And that was giving J.J. Aldrich, it was giving a lot of problems because now she had to rely on try to set stuff up with her right hand, which she couldn't do. She's left-handed, okay? She's southpaw. She couldn't do it. Lima was circling away from that left hand. She'd come in, bam, catch her with her right hand, step back out of range, then kick her to the shins. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, she'd do a leg kick. And then Lima just woman-handled. I ain't going to say man-handled because you got women in there. Lima completely woman-handled J.J. Aldrich. Everything Aldrich tried, it failed. And every time Aldrich would throw a little shot here, they got excited. They got real excited. And listen, I'm just going to say it I'm going to put it out there, man. You know what? People like Lima that get in the ring, into the octagon, people like her, she's another one of those fighters that they're going to always take a dump on. That's just how that is. She's another one of those fighters that she's never going to get her just due. She joins the rank of many, many fighters, women's fighters in the UFC that they get crapped on, man. And I know you have some bad announcers from time to time, but this was overkill, okay? Lima was doing good body work, man. Lima was throwing some effective head kicks. Aldrich didn't have an answer. And then Lima was taking Aldrich down almost at will. She was taking her down. Aldrich, she did a couple things right. She did some good takedown defenses. And against the fence, I thought she was vulnerable. But actually, sometimes you got to know what you're looking at, man. And Aldrich kept her hip. See, she kept Lima from really... See, Lima, it had Aldrich not to put her hip in the way, Lima could have actually did more damage than what she did. But see, Aldrich kept sliding her right hip. She kept rotating her right hip. So when Lima started to try to get those knees off, she couldn't do it. And also, it stopped some of the elbow attempts because what Aldrich did, she turned her right hip and she started giving her own knees. And so Lima started using her arms to try to defend some of those knees. She started defending the knees instead of concentrate. Lima, against the fence, she could have really knocked J.J. Aldrich out. Like, she could have knocked her out. All she had to do was give her a knee, give her an elbow, and pretty much, man, she would have been done. That's the only criticism I have of Lima, but Lima fought a beautiful fight from start to finish. Counterpunching. Aldrich, it's like all she did was walk straight ahead. That's it. And she'd throw a punch, she'd get countered. She'd throw a kick, she'd get countered. This was a counter. This was a clinic on how to counter by Julianna Lima. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't follow Julianna as much as I should. But these announcers, guys, I got to go back to this. Well, Julianna Lima finally has a kick. Wait a minute. From the fights I saw Julianna Lima in, she always had kicks. Y'all talking about this girl like she's some damn up-and-comer and that she ain't got no skill set whatsoever. Julianna Lima put the skill set on display. Now, the second criticism I got of Lima is that a lot of her punches she was throwing, they wasn't technical, man. They were more like slapping punches. So when you throw in a slapping punch, it's almost like you're slapping your opponent, and they don't do a lot of damage, man. And I just wish, she would have tightened up on her punches, man. Actually rotated that hip into the punches, man, and got the punches off instead of just trying to score with a slap punch. Because in MMA, you can score with these slap punches and get back out of range. And, the judges, they sitting outside. So they're going to think it's a punch. But me, I look at fights, those were slap punches, okay? And they got to go correct that. But Lima is tough. Now, do I see her beating, some of the main people in the strawweight division? She gonna give them a tough fight. But your upper echelon, I think Lima needs a little bit more work, okay? Definitely throwing her punches, okay? Changing levels. She did good at points in the fight, but she could have changed levels, man, and she could have completely annihilated Aldrich. She could have. The takedowns were there, man. It's just Lima didn't want to go ahead and take that chance and really just keep doing it. Because I think that Lima was scared that she was going to expend all of her energy. And people, that's just the way that is. But congratulations to Lima, man. I tell you what, man. I'm going to be going for the sister. I like what she brings into the octagon. She's not afraid. Like, she's got that slick style, and she's more of a boxer that can do takedowns, but she keeps the distance, man. She keeps that distance, and I like how she fights. I like the style. And it's not fan-friendly, But to me, because I like science and I like how people do things, she broke Aldrich down, man. She took her apart. She picked Aldrich apart, man, from a distance, and then she just beat the hell out of her. Folks, that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. There's no comparison. You're live on the show. Get back and have a listen. I'm done. Subscribe.